Okay, there's no way to really show you the answers to these without just doing them, so I'm going to go through them. By the way, I know I had some weirdness with the numbering. There's like, after the real number 3, there's 3 more that are numbered 3, so sorry about that. But I think you know I meant 4, 5, and 6. But in any case, for problems 1 through 6, write an inequality for each statement, graph the inequality, and express the solution set using interval notation. So these are just like the problems we did on the notes yesterday and in Zoom yesterday. The car ride to the park will take at least 30 minutes. So it's going to take at least 30. It could be more than 30 if you hit traffic or something. So it could be greater than 30, or it could be exactly equal to 30. So x is greater than or equal to 30. By the way, if you use t for time, the time is greater than or equal to 30, that's fine. Any variable you use is fine. So x is greater than or equal to 30 if it represents at least 30 minutes. So I could start at 30 and show an arrow going right because it could be any value greater than 30. Because it could also equal 30, I should put a solid dot at the 30. So your graph should look something like this. The interval goes from 30, the least possible time the ride will take, to infinity, the greatest possible time the ride will take. That would be a long ride. Infinity always gets parentheses. You have to ask yourself whether this endpoint should get parentheses or brackets. Since it's included, it would get brackets. So check for these things. Kind of hard to figure out. Like, let's say the inequality counts for a point, the graph counts for a point, and the interval counts for a point. So if you got some of them but missed other ones, like this could be anywhere from -1 to -3 depending on what you missed. Plus, when you report your grade to me, you can give me some of these details so I can figure out the right grade. I know you send me the minus number, but you can also include some details. Like I missed 2, but I only missed the brackets on number 1 or something like that. Okay, number 2, every item in the store cost $1 or less. So every item cost either less than $1 or equal to $1. It could cost exactly $1 or some amount less than $1. So x is less than or equal to 1 would be the inequality. I know that x could be exactly 1, so a solid dot at the 1, or less, so arrow to the left. Could cost less than 1 or exactly 1. The interval goes from -infinity, which again I know is unrealistic, all the way up to 1. It includes the 1, so the 1 should get brackets. If you did something like, if you did 0 to 1, like this, because you're recognizing that it can't cost less than 0, I'll take that too. But based on what we did, the discussion we had yesterday in the Nearpod, I told you we didn't have to overcomplicate it like that. So you've got the graph, the inequality, and the interval to grade. To see a movie, you must be at least 17 years old. So you could be 17 or greater than or older. So x is greater than or equal to 17. So you could be 17, so a solid dot at the 17, or older, so arrow to the right, that's the graph. The interval would go from 17 to infinity, Mr. Colby's age. Infinity always gets parentheses. 17 gets a bracket in this case because you could be 17 and see the movie. You could be 17 exactly.